Hi, this is Warren Contreras, and I want to try and teach you how to fish with splash pages. I know you've heard the story, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, but if you teach him to fish, he can eat for a lifetime, and that's what I want you to be able to do when you finish this. I have a little package here that I can send you. It's just skeleton files for a splash page that I use for PeopleString. When you get it, save it to your desktop, and then just double-click it. It brings open a listing of all the files that are in there. You want to type extract all files, say next again, it'll save them to your desktop. I'm going to say yes to all because I already have them on there. And then show extracted files. There's the folder with all the files in it. It has a CSS file to control the formatting, and an index, which is all the code, and the rest are just the images I need on the page. So what we want to do is work on this index.html file. And to do that, I use a free program. It's called Arachnophilia 4.0. And you can download it off the internet. I can either give you a link or you can do the search, but make sure you get the 4.0. It's the old version, and it works beautiful for splash pages. So let's make this a little smaller so we can see everything on here. And what we want to do is take this index.html, just click the mouse on it, drag it up here, and drop it. That puts the file up here so we can work on it. And then we'll make it bigger again. Now I know you look at this and you know, oh my God, that gobbledygook, I can't make sense of that. But if you go to Tools up here and click on Beautify HTML, it puts it into an outline format that really makes it pretty readable if you spend a little time with it. But the only part you want to change are the links and maybe this text, you know. And you see this text here. It says if you have any reason to make contact. If you wanted to change that, click on the preview up here. And I have it set up the preview in the online version of the browser. It may go to your own browser, but you get a chance to look at the file. Then you just come down here to where you see that paragraph and you know what you're changing. So it's real simple to come in here and update this to make it do anything you want to do with it. If you just want to use it the way it is and just make it your own, all you need to do is change a few little things. Come up to the top and click your mouse there and go to Edit, Find, and what I'm going to look for is Old Buddy. That's my username. Say Find Next. There's the first one. Change that username to yours for PeopleString. Notice the F in there. That means that when they sign up, they'll automatically be your friend. Then click on Find Next. It'll do the next one. Find Next. It does the next one. Find Next. If there's my Skype ID. Find Next. That's my Skype ID. You want to change those two to your ID if you want to use Skype. And then you're all done making those changes. It says you're finished searching. The only other thing you might want to change is if you look down here at the bottom, you'll see my information. If you want to put your own information in there, including your Skype ID, just go to that little section and you can see it here. Where it says thanks for reading, then you come down here and change the title if you want, change the phone number, change the Skype ID, change it down here. You can make this, change the picture. There's my picture right there, that square me96.jpg. Change that to your picture. Make sure it's 96 by 96 so you keep it about the same size and it'll fit into the page. And finally, if you're going to use the header ads, at the very bottom of the script it has header ads, and there's my ID right there. If you want to change it, put your ID in there instead of mine, and you'll get all the credit for all the ads. Finally, when you get this all done, you come up here to Tools, Beautify, Compress HTML. Puts it back into that gobbledygook format. Then we want to click on this little disk icon to save it, and we're ready to upload it to the website. I'm going to show you how to do that next. You want to grab another free program called FileZilla and do a search on Google. You can find that, or I'll send you a link for it. But then you want to log on to your free web, or your either free web hosting account, or I recommend using Angry Hosting, and I'll send you a link to that. The reason is it's $1 a month, and I'll show you how to put multiple pages on there so you can have all the ads you want, and you know it's going to be working, you know it's fast. You're not stuck with some free site that they can bail out on you and you never know what happened. All right, so what you want to do is type in your host in here. In my case, it's oldbuddy.angryhosting.com. and my username there is Old Buddy. This is one of those $1 accounts, and I put my password in here and click connect, and it goes out and logs on to the web server. This is on a web server that's accessible to the whole world. Right here's my folder, Old Buddy. Just double click that. I want it in the public area, so I click on the HTML. This is where I'm going to put my HTML. This is a file I already have on there, but where I'm going to put this page is in one called Splash, so I just click that. Now, I'm going to delete these so you'll see how I did it. Just delete those. I just highlight them all and click my delete key and say yes, and they're gone. So that folder's ready to put my files in. So go back here to this folder where we had the index.html file, which is now saved in the new format. And I go over here to View List, and it'll show me all the files that make up this page. I just highlight them all by dragging my mouse over them. When I get them all highlighted, I drag it down here and drop it. And it copies all the files in. Now I click this little red X to log off and close this out and go open up my browser. And I'm going to type in here oldbuddy.angryhosting.com/splash. Notice I don't even have to buy a domain name for this. I just use theirs, put my username on the front of it. Now when I hit enter there, it brings up my splash page, and it's all fixed and ready to go. You can change these videos just as easy if you decide you want to use your own videos or use somebody else's. You just go to YouTube and find the video you want to use. Right over here where it says embed, you just click on that little funny button there, that gear. Make sure this says show border. This is turned off, this is turned off. Pick the color you want to use. You can use whatever color you want. Then pick the size you want. I'm going to use 500 because that's what I like on my splash page. And then just go up here and copy this code. Right click it and say copy. Come back to Arachnophilia and we'll put it back into the tools, beautify. You look down here and you can see the videos. They're real easy to spot. It starts with object and ends in /object. That's a video right there. All I have to do is replace that code with the new video code I just copied from YouTube, and the new video is going to be in place. Then you go back to FileZilla. When you open that up, if you go over here to the little arrow by the Quick Connect, click on that and pick out Old Buddy. That's the one I was working on. There's my file right there. I just double click that, double click HTML, drag that index HTML right into the Splash folder, and it'll replace the one that's there. It's that simple. So that's the whole story. You can use this format to give you the nice borders on the outside and make it look pretty. You can put whatever videos you want in. You can change the information. You can change the links. You can gut the whole thing and start from scratch. Whatever you want to do, it's your page. You go out and have some fun with it. And I hope to see you around on PeopleString.